Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all staying safe and warm. I'm going to do things differently today. People have been asking for an overview of my collection, so I thought it'd be fun to share a part of my collection with you all, how I store some of them, and what I've been using. It's going to be a chit-chat video since I just want to have fun sharing with you all. This is my Fude treasure chest, the Muji 5 acrylic drawer I've had for several years. I really love it and wish I had bought another one before. They closed the Muji store in my area and this is sold out online. I usually keep perfumes, setting sprays, some eyeshadows, and kabukis on top. These are the things I keep on top. Some ColourPop Super Shock shadows, which I love a lot, setting spray and perfumes, and then here's the Koyudo Grayscale Kabuki, and the Hachiko Kabuki from Beautylish. The top drawer has my precious Koyudo Grayscale makie brushes in them, Hakuhodo S122 BK, and a Chikuhodo Noel Collection Violet Highlight Brush. This is the Canadian Squirrel Blush Brush. I realize I don't think I ever really got to show it up close in my first Japanese blush brush video, so here it is up close. Then we have the white Canadian Squirrel Cheek Brush. And the red Squirrel Cheek Brush. Love the makie handles. And my favorite out of all of them is the white Canadian Small Squirrel Powder Brush. Absolutely beautiful and functional too. Then this is the Hakuhodo S122 BBK. Last is the Chikuhodo Noel Collection Violet Highlight Brush. You can see the handles have sparkles and the design is gorgeous. The head is the same as the Passion PS3. I line the bottoms of most of the drawers so the brushes don't roll around, but I ran out of liner for some of them, so the second drawer you'll see doesn't have liner. I need to buy more. Once in a while, I'll move my brushes out of the drawers and swap them with other ones in my collection. It really just depends on what I feel like I need to use more. The second drawer has all Chinese scroll brushes in them because I was trying to make myself use them more last year, but I don't really reach for brushes in my treasure chest compared to the rest of the containers or cases you'll see next. About 80% of my collection is usually in brush guards, and this is just a glimpse of the ones that are in brush guards. It's going to take forever to unwrap and show you each brush, but let's see if I can get through this. This is the Lolita Grayscale Powder Brush. All of these brushes, they no longer sell, but I'm just showing you guys since some people asked for an overview, so if you just want to look at pretty brushes, this is the video for you. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Next is a Shou Shou Lang Red Squirrel Cheek Brush in the size and shape of the Chikuhodo RC2, and it comes with a gold ferrule and ebony handle as well. This is another Shou Shou Lang Red Squirrel brush. I think I love red squirrel angled face brushes a lot. It feels really airy and just even though I don't like airy brushes, it feels like very smooth and silky on the skin. And then this is another Shou Shou Lang ebony handle gray scroll cheek brush. It's flat. Yeah, this is why I'm not going to show most of my collection. I have way too many brushes in brush guards, and it's going to take me forever to take on and off, or take them on and off. This is another Shou Shou Lang Gray Squirrel Powder Brush. This is a dupe of the Chikuhodo Z1, and comes with an ebony handle as well. I love the ebony handles. Next is another Shou Shou Lang Chikuhodo Z1 dupe, except it's in red squirrel this time. Also comes with an ebony handle. The last brush in my second drawer is a Shou Shou Lang Red Squirrel highlighter brush. It's very airy. I put random brushes into the third, fourth, and fifth drawers. At this point, I realize the video might end up being kind of long, so I hope you love collection videos. This is the Goss 13. It's the old discontinued dyed version. It's very soft, but I rarely ever use it because it sheds so much. And then the Koyudo BP030. Great brush. And this is a Shou Shou Lang Red Squirrel Suku Chick dupe. Or, I mean, I call it a dupe, but they really didn't make it like the Suku Cheek. It's super dense. Here is one of my Wayne Goss airbrushes. Bundling is uneven, but at least it's soft. And then here's my Chikuhodo Artist 12.6 Great Gray Scroll Flat Shader Brush. This is a Koyudo Gray Scroll Flat Shader Brush from a couple years ago as well. It has the green iridescent handle. It's beautiful. Then I have the Fude Japan L. The fourth drawer unintentionally ended up being a Hakuhodo drawer. This is the Hakuhodo B002 with the champagne handle. The ones with the pink handles I got from a 2017 Fude Japan haul. This is the B505 and I have a video of that haul if you're interested. It's super dense. Too dense even for me. Here's an Ogi fan brush that came with the set. This is the B509. Last is the B116G or the J116. The last drawer has some Chinese brushes and Nars brushes. Another Shou Shou Lang Gray Scroll blush brush. This is another Shou Shou Lang Gray Scroll blush brush that's flat. This is the Nars Intensifier. It's a little bit denser than the B505 because it's all Go instead of Go and Scroll mix. But yeah, they're both really dense. Next is the Nars Finisher. I really like this one and I'm so sad that they discontinued their natural line. It's a great, great brush. And then lastly, the Nars Small Brightener. Love it. I keep the brushes I've been using in various holders. This is a Daiso remote control holder I put cardboard dividers inside of. Okay, I'm going to start clockwise. So this is the Rephr 22. And I have a Rephr Favorites video I included this in. This is the Giorgio Armani blush brush. I found the Hakuhodo equivalent to be the B206. This is the Rephr 24. This is a Rephr prototype called the P09A, which is basically the same thing as the Hakuhodo J5521, and I believe in the Rephr lineup, this is called the 18. This is another Rephr prototype called the P11B. It's a stippling brush used for foundation. Here's the Rephr 6. The softer version, or slightly softer version, of the Chikuhodo Takumi T1. Ooh, there's a lot of brushes to get through. So, hopefully you guys are still hanging in there. There's some really nice brushes coming up, like right now. This is the Chikuhodo Kazan series KZ2. And then we have the KZ1. Here they are side by side. KZ2 is on the left, KZ1's on the right. Here we have the KZ3. Okay, and then the KZ4. And you can see the KZ3 and the KZ4 side by side as well. It's like super flat top on the 4. By the way, if you're curious about what I think about the KZ1, 3, and 4, I'll just briefly mention that I love the 3 and the other 2 are just okay to me. Okay, and then I have my prototype Rephr of the MAC 242. So this is the 21. I was also playing with foundation brushes. This is the Real Techniques Essential Foundation Brush. I just use this to swipe foundation onto my face, and then I go in afterwards with a buffer, something like the Zoeva 104. Zoeva 104. Super dense, just like the old Sigma brushes, and it used to be really soft, or it used to be like soft enough for me, but now it's not really cutting it anymore. So if you have really sensitive skin, then I don't recommend this brush. If you have non-sensitive skin, this will be totally okay and soft enough for you. This is a Shou Shou Lang concealer brush from their synthetic series from a couple of years ago. I believe they are like very similar to the Morphe style brushes, and I tried this out for foundation. Here's the Zoeva 110 Face Shape Concealer Brush, and I usually use this for concealer, but I wanted to see how it would perform for foundation. I tried it out and I don't like it for foundation. Last one are fan brushes. This is the Hakuhodo J4004 on the left, and then the Rephr 20. I also showed these in the Rephr favorites video. This is another Daiso holder, and I believe this is probably for random things like scissors or pens and pencils. So let me start with the Surratt highlight brush. Really like this brush. This is the Koyudo Purin blush brush. And hopefully you guys are actually interested in seeing my collection or part of my collection and find it helpful. And then this is the Chikuhodo PS3 highlight brush, another great brush, and the Goss 10. And the Chikuhodo Takumi T4. These cases are just brushes that I'm currently using, and after a while I'll wash them and then I'll put them back in brush guards and put them in another case or another drawer. And this is the Goss 2. So you can compare it with the Surratt highlight brush. Surratt's on the left. And I have a Tarte foundation brush. It's extremely dense. This is a Chinese Saibikoho angled highlight brush. Here's the KZ5. A Takeda Brush blush brush that I had them engrave and customize the handle and ferrule. Here's the Kyureido face brush. We're almost done. This is the last holder full of eyeshadow brushes, and I'll try to get through it as quickly as possible. This is the Chikuhodo Takumi T6. Great eyeshadow laydown brush. One of my favorites. And then the Hakuhodo S122 and the Koyudo BP030. Both are great brushes. The BP030 does blend better than the Hakuhodo S122. These are the Hakuhodo B142. The left is the old one and the right one is the new one. Okay, and then I have the Hakuhodo GS1 and the GS2. The GS1 is denser than the GS2, and they're both about the same softness. The GS2 actually blends better than the GS1, and I don't know why. Usually the denser brush would be able to have more body power, more blending power. Here are the Koyudo Mizume Zakura eyeshadow brush M on the left and the Chikuhodo Takumi T8 on the right. I was also using the L, but it's not in here. I think it's in another case somewhere, so sorry I didn't bring that up. I'm trying to get through this quickly. Okay, so let's do all the flat shader brushes next. Here's the Rephr 2 on the left and the MAC 239 on the right. This is the Chikuhodo Passion PS4. Love this brush. Dyed Sokoho, but still very soft. And then here's the Koyudo BP035, another brush that I really love. Sadly discontinued. These are the Mizuho CMP527 on the left and the Goss 4 on the right. So the Mizuho head is larger. This is the Surratt L eyeshadow brush. If you compare it with the Hakuhodo GS1, it's about the same size. And my GS1 just doesn't have a tapered head like the Surratt does, but I've seen in the stock images for the GS1 that it does have a tapered head, so it really depends on the bundling. Here's the Tanseido YWQ12, and I want to show you guys the handle compared to the Saiyuji Mini Booster. The Sanyo-ji is on the left and it's darker than the Tanseido, but they both have shimmers in them, and yeah, it's kind of close. Here's the Hakuhodo J5523. These are the Fude Japan M on the left, the S in the middle, and the Kyureido S on the right. Let's see, it's really hard to hold like 3 at once and show you. This is the Koyudo Large Grayscale Eyeshadow Brush, also been discontinued sadly. And then the Hakuhodo G5529, great brush for outer V. Here's the Rephr 23 on the left and the prototype of it on the right. We're going to end with synthetic brushes, and these are really great brushes. I love traveling with them, and one of them is actually like one of my holy grails. This is the Real Techniques shading brush. The Real Techniques based shadow brush on the left is basically the synthetic version of the Hakuhodo J5523 on the right. The Hakuhodo variant is denser. Here's the Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush. The Real Techniques eyeshadow brushes are workhorses, and I love traveling with them. If I didn't have any Fude at all, I would be very happy with just using Real Techniques eyeshadow brushes. I don't really like their face brushes as much because it's not as soft as, I don't know, for some reason I think their eyeshadow brushes just feel softer on my lids than their face brushes feel on my skin. So if you have really sensitive skin, then I don't recommend their face brushes. This is the NYX eyeshadow blending brush number 16. This is one of my favorite blending brushes of all time, and yeah, it's gonna come as a shock to some of you, but I really love this brush. I did initially worry that the hairs would be too long for me, but it's perfect. Like, she blends really well. Round of applause for those of you who stayed until the end. I don't even know how long this video is going to be after I edit it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!